Good day to all of you. So, we had begun with the story of the three dancing goats, and Baba Trinko was the narrator of the story, and he is telling this story of the three dancing goats to a group of very eager children who love to listen to his stories. So, we had finished Unit 1, and at the end of Unit 1, we saw how the old woman had given an offer to Sindhu that she was willing to take his two cows and give her three goats in return for the cows. And she also told him that these goats would bring him good fortune one day, and they are always much better than money. So today we begin with Unit 2. After she gave him this advice that the goats would bring him fortune, she drew from her basket a flute, a bamboo flute, and she began to play on the flute. As she played on the flute, the three goats began to dance to the music of the flute. And these goats were very different from the ones that we see in the plains. These goats were goats from the Himalayan region, and they had long hair, long flapping ears, round noses, and they looked beautiful. And the old woman called these goats Chapu. Now, from the examination point of view, you should remember these little details. For example, you could get a question: what did the old woman call the three dancing goats? So she called them Chapu, Chapu. So the goats were very beautiful and they began to dance to the music of the flute. Sindhu was very amused and impressed by the performance of these dancing goats, and he believed whatever the old woman told him about these goats, that they would bring him a fortune. And Sindhu thought in his mind that even if they did not bring him fortune, these goats would certainly entertain the village people, the village folks in his village. And so he accepts the offer of the old woman. But before leaving, the old woman advises Sindhu and tells him, be content with what you have. And then she gives him the flute and her goats and blesses him. Sindhu was very happy and pleased with this bargain. He played the flute and the goats would dance to the tune. Very happily, he made his way back to the village and reached home. But when his mother saw the three goats, she was not happy at all. But Sindhu played the flute and the goats began to dance merrily, happily. But it did not uplift the spirit of his mother. She was sad. And in her heart, she felt that her son had been cheated. Or maybe she thought that he had lost his mind. And so she asks him, are you sure you have not been cheated? Because she said, in this state of starvation and financial crisis, how could Sindhu bring these silly goats? But Sindhu tries to pacify his mother and tells her not to be afraid not to be distressed. He tells her that he is neither mad nor unreasonable. He also tells her what the old woman had told him, that these goats would one day bring him fortune. And he tells his mother that he believes the old woman. Another consolation that he tried to give his mother was that even if the goats are unable to bring any food to them, but they will certainly fetch a handsome price if he sells them to their landlord. Now, Sindhu's landlord lived very close to the village, and he had a very beautiful daughter. And when the daughter heard of these dancing goats, she told her father to summon or to call the peasant, that is Sindhu, to their house for entertainment. And here ends your second unit of the story.